I'm back on the Stihl FS90R. I said I was fitting new bearings, and they are now on. I had to heat them. That's why I didn't show it. I had to take up my dad's and we heated them up, and just put them in a vice like that and just sort of prized them with a screwdriver each side. Well, I did while he was heating it up, and then they just slipped off. So there's two brand new bearings on there now. I haven't actually got the seal, so I'm just going to use the old ones. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Piston, I cleaned the top of that up, you can see. So my job now is to clean the other parts of the engine and then piece it back together. So that's what I'm going to do now. FS90R, I put the new bearings in it, fit it all back together. I actually didn't manage to get any filming done of that, but it's no different, it still makes that noise. So I'm beginning to think it could be the big end, bottom end bearing. So what I've done, you see here, I have bought a second hand one which they state is good, so let's see if that does a trick. There's no playing that. I've got a funny feeling when I turn that one over there's a little bit of a sort of a clanky noise in it, so I'm wondering whether when it's going faster it's making it worse, but I thought the bearings could have been doing it, but it didn't prove to be the case. I think the bearings are about £7, they weren't much money, but I've just had to pay £20 odd for the crank, but these strimmers are about £350, £400 new, so I do want to fix it. So that's my job now. I'm going to take the engine off of the shaft and break it down, and then start all over again with the other crank in it, and hopefully that'll solve it. If not, I haven't really got a clue what I can do then, because the piston looks good, the bore looks good, nothing seems to be catching, everything seems in good condition. That's all I can think it can be, because I'll have actually, the main important part in the engine I'll have changed. The only thing possible would be the small end bearing, piston one, but I'll have a look at that when I get it out. It's more likely it'd be the bottom one, but we'll have a look when we get there. I've got it still apart. It took me about 20 minutes, not very long, and I've had a look there, and I am wondering whether there's a bit too much playing there. New one, which is here, well, not new, but the one I got, does move a little bit, but I don't think it moves quite as much, so we'll give that one a go and see where we are then. So my job now, there is a, if you look, I never noticed that before actually so much. I thought I sort of checked the bearings, but if you look at that play there, quite a lot compared to, there's nowhere near so much on that one. So let's hope that's a problem, and then I can get this back together and get it forgot about. I have the piston on it now on the new crank. I did have one little problem. The person said that the part I bought was okay, but if you look, because it's full mix engine, they've got a cam, so they've got a cam cog on it, and if you can see there, see the damage on the cog. So he never told me that, but luckily I got my weed burner, which I don't use for weeds. I use it just starting bonfires off, but it just has a canister at the bottom, and actually that heated it up, and I managed to prise it off. And because this one had been off the other day, off on my other one, it slipped off quite easy. So they're not keyed or anything, so I just suppose this is just tightness of it going on there really. It's a little bit warm actually. What I've got to do now is just get the flywheel off. I've lost my small hammer. I've lost everything in here actually. It's a right mess. I'm going to have a good tidy up. I've got the crank back in now. I've got to put the sump piece on, and then I'll do the timing. I'll show you how you do that. So just thought I'd show you this piece. I got in, it's all cleaned up. I've sealed the oil seals in at the top. Just got to do the rest now, seal it in, and then bolt it back together. And then it's just ready, like I said, for the timing then. The light is pretty poor in here, but I hope you can see that. If If I bring it over here, it'll be better. The timing is there. If you see them two little arrows just at the bottom part, nearer to the bottom part of the cam wheel, plastic cam wheel, well, they are in line with two little lines inside. You probably can't see, but on the casing on the inside of the engine block, there's two lines, and they go in a line like that when the piston is top dead centre. And you can see the bottom lobe, you can see the gap each side is even, and that means the piston is at the top. So that's ready to put the sump piece back on now. I'll put that back on. I've just cleaned it all up. You don't have a gasket, you just have some like a sealer. I used to prefer when they used to be proper gaskets, but this is the way it's going now. I've got some instant gasket, so I'll give that a good layer of that all round, and then I'll get it connected back together, and then probably I'll leave that tonight and then let it set, and then I'll get the rest back together tomorrow. Yes, I've got the sump piece on now. It's all sealed up and everything, so that's all on there. I've got the push rods in and all the cam bits and everything, so that's all done. The cover's on and sealed up. I've just adjusted the tappets. Easy enough, just get your feeler gauges, it's wrong side, just in there. I had to actually trim a bit off my feeler gauges to get it in, but because you have to make it into a bit of a point, but they're set now. So all I'm going to do tonight now is to put the gasket and the cover on, and then I'm leaving it for tonight, and then I'll get it fit up tomorrow, and hopefully this time it's all sorted. We shall only see when we've done it. So thanks for watching this part, and I'll be along with an update soon.